Calvin Jones here, Park Tool Company. We are discussing screwdrivers and use of screwdrivers. We have straight blade style, and we have what's called a cross tip, or Phillips is sometimes called a Phillips screwdriver. This is the number 2. It's a 1/4-inch shaft, a little bit larger. This one is called a number 0 or an 1/8-inch shaft, very small. So the screwdriver selection is important depending on the size of head that we're fitting. Screw head, for example, this one here looks small. It's actually the number 2 that fits it quite nicely. The largest tip that fits is the best purchase. It's going to save the part the best, give you the best leverage, and not ruin the tool or the part. Some very, very small screws. This is a screw from an EPS, Campagnolo EPS shift lever cover. Very small, so the number 0 there, very appropriate fit. That's nice. We try the larger ones, just simply not going to turn it. That's appropriate. Same thing for the straight blade. The straight blades tend to be what's called a tapered tip. You can see how it's just cut on an angle. For this screw here, the larger one here does not go all the way down. That would be an inappropriate choice. So in this case, we have to go the smaller tip. All right, so 1/8-inch tip on that one, straight blade. Holding a screwdriver, it's important how we hold the screwdriver. They're basically an extension of our arm. Generally, you'll hold in line, so we're pointing toward the part we're going to turn. For example, the limit screw, we're turning in here. This is not how to hold and turn a screwdriver. You have no real control, so we're going this way. There are times you're going to need a lot of leverage. Good example, if this screw here is seized, we can try and hold it on the bike. It's best if we can take it off. We can set it on the bench, and the reason here is we can get our body weight over the screwdriver. We're pressing down, and now we're able to turn and free that. We could apply a lot of force counterclockwise this way, but if we don't have that downward pressure, it's going to simply ride up and out. It's the nature of screw tips to come up and out of the screw head, so that extra force putting downward pressure can save many a seized part. As screwdrivers get older and older, if you can run your finger across the tip and feel some wear, if it's obviously thinner in different parts of the tip, it's wore out, and it would be time for a new screwdriver at that point. We want to discuss the use of a cutting implement, the knife. Different pocket knives available, fixed blade knives as well. This one is a lock blade, folds out. Some basics on knives, of course, is a firm grip. Be comfortable holding it. If we're afraid, very timid, it's likely it's going to slip and cause some damage, possibly to us. So basic thing here, make sure if it's locked blade, double check your lock. If you're cutting, you want to cut, for example, here. We have strapped some housing on for our brake. We want to cut this extra here. We try not to cut toward us. We don't want to cut through it. Our follow through may bring it into us. So we're gonna cut away from us. Same thing, whittling a piece of wood, whittling toward us. Definitely can end up with some flesh issues. This one is a interchangeable blade. This one, we push the button, blade comes out, and can be flipped around for another sharp side, or just replaced. If you have a blade that needs sharpening, it doesn't come out interchangeable, or if you just have no other blades, It is possible to do some sharpening. A good stone, of course, is proper. If you have a coffee cup, as an example, that ceramic lip that is not glazed on the bottom, it's ceramic material, very, very hard. A little bit of water is good here, not coffee, water. Get that wet up there, and now we have a stone. We are able to get some sharpening done.